Yes, but it does not stand on its own 2 feet. And I apologize in advance for English is not my first language, so I'll try to make this as comprehensive and as detailed as possible. I'll try and put subtitles in the background if you guys don't understand me by any chance. I just want to get this message across. And again, I apologize any mispronunciation of anything I say here. And just in case, spoiler warning, I am gonna delve into all of the movie. I'll probably say a bunch of stuff about the movie that it's spoiler heavy. So if you don't wanna get spoiled and wanna go watch the movie by yourself before seeing all this, this is your chance. So to get right into it, the visuals are gorgeous. The scenes are breathtaking. The dragons, characters, everything feels what you imagine when you saw the movie about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But it suffers a lot from what Lion King suffered. That movie, I thought it was amazing. Maybe it was the nostalgia taking in for me. But at the end of the day, was it a good movie? No, it was not. Lion King was just a copy and paste of the old one. You're just seeing the same old movie but rebrushed. When you're trying to make a new movie, you don't want to just go and watch the old one. If you would want to do that, you just go home and put it on Netflix. Yet you don't want it to deviate from the source material. You want to watch Lion King, so you're gonna be expecting Lion King. Yet if you're expecting it to be a live action, some of the things don't line up well. And by this, I mean it by the comedic part, like the jokes and such, lines and social interactions. If you're just gonna copy and paste everything, don't be like a 12-year-old in high school using ChatGPT and just copy and paste and put in a word. Try and make something new that it makes more sense to what you're writing and what you're conveying into the movie. For example, in a lot of parts of this movie, there were a lot of jokes and such that in the first movie, they were amazing. They really made you laugh. They were special. And in this one, it was like that. But since you already know the jokes, that's one thing. You already know what to expect. And the second part is they're not as funny because it's not the same animation. Without deviating from the source material, this is one thing I think that they can make better. Okay, do the same story, narrate it the same way, but do something new with the jokes, with the lines and the character development. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one recreation of it. Two of the things that characters that emphasize this a lot is Stoic and Astrid. They have a huge part of the movie, just like in the first one, exactly. Yet in this one, they feel fresh, they feel new, and maybe it was for the actors. And let's point out this from all the release things, the trailers, the photos. A lot of people hated on Astrid, and I'll put my hand up there, and I was one of them. I thought the movie was gonna flop the moment I saw her. I didn't like it. I thought the movie was going in the wrong direction. I wanted to see it exactly how I remembered it. 30 or 40 minutes in, I put my clown makeup because I think Astrid is the best part of the movie. The actress made an amazing job. The writers made her an incredible story. They didn't deviate much from what the first one did, but the things they added were perfect and were exactly the things you expect from her character. Yet they were stuff that you didn't see from the first movie. And the lines for Stoic and Hiccup, the emotion was there. Everything was perfect and beyond. Like, those are one of the things, because there's another thing that I'm gonna talk more in depth in later part, that saved the movie. And I mean save it because you're expecting it to be the exact same movie, hook you and lead you thinking, oh, so this sounds fresh, but it's the minority. It's not the whole thing. I believe they're still trying stuff new. yet they still not grasp the whole idea. Another part of this is the dragons. The dragons save this movie by a long shot. And I mean save this movie because if it weren't for the characters, dragons, and some other stuff, the movie wouldn't be as good. It would just be another Lion King. But Toothless feels amazing. It feels nostalgic. It feels like a little puppy. It's like how you remember him. Yet the Nightmare, the other dragons, they feel unique. They're not the same as Toothless. Even though they're out of animation, they still feel like real dragons. They're terrifying, furious, strong. You can really feel like they really did some creative thinking with how they made the dragons. And the CGI for it looks amazing for every one of the dragons. Like, if I can praise something from this movie a lot, is the dragon design. They really went above and beyond. And I believe just for the dragons, the movie is worth watching. And the other part is, well, bonus. But, yeah. I absolutely loved a lot of this movie, but I still feel like it could have been better. And that's not exactly a bad thing. I just hope it keeps getting better and it doesn't go stale. Because we've had a lot of bad remakes in the upcoming year, in the past years. Although they try some things new, doesn't really hit. And that's why I think this movie is actually good. Because they think the stuff they did, it actually hit. It actually worked. But they felt like they were going on a tricycle. They were being a little too safe. Just to end it, it's a wonderful movie. If you love How to Train Your Dragon from the first one, you'll love this one. Music, visuals, everything. I recommend it a ton if you're a DreamWorks fan. If not, don't expect anything new from it. But yeah, that's it.